Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shenanigans. Rob will join us shortly, I'm sure. Old man, let's talk about your wand of poison oak.
Yeah, my wand of itching.
Your wand of itching. It's wrapped in burlap so that no one's touching it yet. What are you doing with this wand?
I'm just gonna kind of hold it in the burlap sack and just bring it with me, like walking stick, wand of itching, and just kind of chill.
All right, coolio. The party's gathered. Any last preparations? I don't think so. Oop, here's the water. I'll be right back. Shit. Should have waited break a little bit longer.
Should we have asked for a map to figure out where this thing is?
No, he will give us eventually.
All right. Is he trying to mute us?
Is he trying to speak to us? Your mic's muted. Yeah, middle.
There we go.
There it is. You've been speaking for a
I don't
while?
know what happened. It just all of a sudden Zoom decided, fuck my sound. Just like randomly is like, all right, I'm not giving you any sound. And I guess it also muted my mic on me.
What are you making, Neal?
Coffee. Anyway, you guys are in the street. You've got the wand of itching. Everything is ready, right? Maybe?
I'd say so, yeah.
I think so.
Rob had a snack.
Oh, Rob's got a snack. Okay. Lovely. So let's go to the overworld map. And I will drag you guys into the right place because it never spawns in the right place. Here we are. Berkshire is where the party is, and I don't think we have any Thesselmare tokens. I'll find something for us. Because Thesselmares are terrifying.
Bang on my fucking door.
Yeah, fucking kick him out.
I just assumed that you had a picture of the Thesselmare that you drew when you were 8 years old, when you were trying to think of the coolest thing ever, and that you would use that as a token.
No, but I will doodle us a Thesselmare right now because my art skills are so good. You ready? It's going to be right next to Berkshire, guys.
All right, let's do this.
So we got a head like that, right?
Great
and then
start.
we have a lion's head in the middle, and it's going to have like a, it's got its mane around it. It's like, lions have manes. And you got eye, and a big mouth. And then we've got the dragon's head that comes out the top. Like this. And it can breathe fire. Except this should all be in bed. Yeah. All right, so here's our Thesselmare. It's red like that. And then we have just a whole bunch of regular Hydra heads that come off it. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's a weird head. 5.
It's a little
6.
malformed.
Yeah, it's just like looping back on itself, right? And then its body comes out to the side, like this.
Does it have wings?
And
Like
then
a
it's got
Connar?
legs. No. And then it's got a tail, like an eel. Like a little eel mouth on it. That's the Thesselmare.
Wait, is this like the front view?
It's the side, but then it's turned its head to face you. Like Egyptian
I'd say,
motif.
it hasn't turned its head, it's turned its head complex.
It's a great monster. It's way better than this drawing of it.
No, that is terrifying.
Oh yeah, that's horrifying.
That is terrifying.
Yeah.
You never said nothing about no big ass fucking mouth.
This drawing is a mistake because the original Thessel creature is a Thessel Hydra, and it has a center mouth with a bunch of teeth on it, right? The Thesselmare actually has a lion's head in place of that, but whoever drew this fucked it up and added a lion's head without taking away the middle head. So this is a mistake, which is why I didn't want to use this rendition of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Is the
That's why
dragon
I
able to
wanted
turn his head 360 degrees?
Yes, the dragon can turn its head 360 degrees, then breathe fire in any direction it wants.
Just making sure.
Oh, and its tail has a pincer. Look at that. It's got like a...
I'm just imagining young Neal.
But this one has an eel's head.
And it's got nipples, and
I like how the snakes are like having a really smug smile in that photo.
Oh, right. They're all like, yeah, let's go do something dangerous. Let's go smoke cigarettes in the parking lot after school. Yeah, we're so cool.
no,
What's the game from Fallout 3? Tunnel snakes?
Something like that. Anyway, that's the Thesselmare. It's not a creature I made up. It's a real monster, guys. It's a real monster.
Where are the faculty of this
Is
school?
it
and all
a
that?
real
I
monster?
feel like they're dropping the ball here. Where's the defense against giant magical creatures teacher?
That's a great question. Does anyone want to go investigate that solution, or do you guys just want to go kill a Thesselmare?
We could split up into 2 parties.
You want to split the party?
Well,
That's great.
How about we make it
I don't
even?
know.
I'm going to get a drink. You guys go your way. So we split the party three ways. I mean, we are six.
Neal, if you told us ahead of time, like degree of difficulty, then we could like, oh, I'll bring Wiglaf today because he can actually maybe deal with this sort of.
But
I
if I
mean,
told you the
roll
degree of
play-
difficulty, we wouldn't have 3 wizards fighting a xenomorph and wiping the party, right? Right?
3 like first level wizard.
Yeah,
or
3 first
whatever.
level wizards versus a single xenomorph. Or a group of xenomorphs.
Get
Alright, guys.
on our side this time.
First level
Well,
wizard.
to
What are we
be
gonna
fair-
cast? All right, one casts fucking grease, one casts fucking magic missile, the other casts color spray. All right, they blew their load. Now they're just fucking dead weight. Let's go.
Well, to be fair, how good can the alien move in a greased area?
Probably just fine if pass the initial. stage.
Yeah, probably just fine.
Like,
Only
a
things were as
Bryan can
optimistic.
leap 30 feet. So
It's-
I'm guessing I would just jump past it.
You just jump over the grease, unless you were in the grease and you tried to jump and then you just fell on your face. in
And
the
you know
grease
what?
pile.
Another wizard comes by and brings a bunch of banana peels.
Okay, all right. Guys, let's be a little bit more serious here. This is Dungeons and Thesselmares, okay?
Actually, bringing a bunch of banana peels might be a decent plan for fighting the Thesselmare.
guys, this is serious business
it's got
here.
all those snake heads. All right,
Mhm.
so somebody go down to the wharf at the river, which suddenly came into existence, and
It's always been here. It just didn't get talked about for a couple years. But it's always
gather
been
a bunch
here.
of rats,
Mm.
like a whole bucket full, and then release them running in every direction in front of all the
So
snake
that
heads.
way all the snakes go like that.
Yeah, watch it tear itself apart.
But it's a Hydra.
Mm-hmm.
But it has a bunch of snake heads.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're Hydra heads, right? I guess, I don't know. What's the difference between a snake head and a Hydra head, really?
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you want to be technical, then instead of gathering a bunch of rats, we get a bunch of kids. We release them in every direction.
It's a bunch of children.
We don't do that.
I mean, you've got 2 horses.
I mean, if
You
we
look
don't
away
see
and that's-
kids,
then
it's
it's only
not
one
kids
horse.
anyway.
Just give it a moment. We have only 1 horse left.
Oh boy.
Where were we?
Right.
Oh yeah, Venice giving. What was her name again?
Shackleton.
Shackleberry?
Yeah, Shackleberry.
Shackleton, Lady Shackleton.
Lady Shackleton, like his water skin, after she has puked at the grisly side of.
The famous Arctic explorer.
Yeah, for those of you that haven't, you should, or those of you that might be interested, Endurance is a great book, which was my reading material for Frofro. It's about an Antarctica expedition led by Ernest Shackleton in 1914. Needless to say, they made a book out of it because shit didn't go right, and it was a great adventure, or a terrible adventure if you actually had to live through it. I highly recommend
wanted to
Endurance.
say, a great adventure for the people reading this book, not
Yeah.
for the people in it.
Not for the people that had to use the same, like, reindeer sleeping bags for years, and they were just, like, rotting and falling apart, and they only had 1 change of clothes as they tried to salvage a life in a terrible situation. It's a great book. You
What
should all
happens
enjoy it.
next? Go to your library.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Well,
Now back
Venice,
to reading Rainbow.
Venice turning on the charm. Well, that was a grisly sight. Water?
Yeah,
or-
sure, thanks. She sips at the water and says, all right, so, sorry about that. It went north. And if it gets to another civilized place, it could cause horrible, horrible damage. Or if it attacks people on the road, it could do terrible, terrible damage to them.
I mean,
Another civilized
really
place?
think about it. If it attacks people on the road by attacking a town, I'd say it would not be terrible, terrible damage because statistically, the numbers would be a lot lower.
So it's like only
We have-
terrible, only one terrible.
Is it heading north along the road, or is it heading north straight?
I'd say it'd just be.
I
that's
saw it
pretty-
leaving on the road, but that was maybe an hour ago now, so...
All right, that's fine. We can catch up to it. We've got 2 horses and a snack.
She looks at the third horse, which... Did you ever finish off the third horse, or just leave it to die?
Hey, I had those brownies. They're with the munchies now.
Okay, so you're eating the horse. Lovely.
At some point, I
Looking pretty mellow.
go in there and steal one of the organs out of there.
Of the horse?
Yeah, the horse.
What do you need horse organs for, Connor?
I don't know. Show it to the lady one time before we go, just for like the
Oh.
shits and giggles, and then maybe try to sell it.
She can make a
Pass
con
it
check.
off as like, yeah, this is some dude's liver, and it's actually like the horse's kidney or some shit.
I'll give her a con check at +5 because she's already puked once. Nope. You're like, horse intestines, and she just immediately churns and all over the floor again.
Man.
Perfect.
Oh, that's really gross.
You know what? Fen again holds up her hair, and after she's done, well, you took the water, and he has like one of his brewed alcohol.
You trying to drug her?
No, he doesn't have any water left, so he's like, well, can't be any worse. Oh, wait, how old are you?
Okay, so please save everybody from the Thesselmare.
Oh, I'm the sheriff. I'll take you all to it.
What's your name, Sheriff?
Sheriff Wiz old man.
Thank you, Sheriff Wizold Man. All of Berkshire and Kirschwick is counting on you.
Well,
I hope
When the fuck did this guy become the sheriff?
And if you need anything, if your first engagement does not go well and you need anything, come back and find me. We'll be at Woghort's cleaning up the bodies. Also,
Alright, sweet.
you, she says, pointing to Shag, the kids don't like the current statistics teacher, and you look just cool enough that they might listen to you. Do you want to come
That
teach
sounds
statistics?
Boring as fuck. And I can guarantee that I would teach anything but statistics in the statistics class, including.
But you're a cute kobold on rollerblades. The kids would pay attention to you.
Yeah, and then do you know how I would deal with the ones that don't pay attention?
Of course, you'd put them in the magical bag of holding and put them in extra dimensional space like we always do to bad children. There's
What?
no heat in there, and it slowly gets colder and colder until they beg to be let out and behave properly.
Plus, there's no air and they die.
No, that takes
a
way
little
too
bit
long.
of air.
No, that takes way too long. Just a few sticks here and there, and we're good to go.
No, we outlawed corporal punishment. I'm sorry. We just do psychological punishment now.
and somewhat corporate punishment.
It leaves fewer marks, and there are fewer questions at the end of the day.
Well, I mean,
Us.
when I'm done with them, there will be no
Physical
questions.
scars eventually.
Thoroughly explained everything.
The job is no longer up. I think our current statistics teacher will be fine.
That's what I thought. First thing
Yeah.
I was going to do is teach them how to sell organs.
Wait,
Yeah.
the job to kill this thing's gone?
No, that job is still
All right,
there.
everybody, we go back to the town.
No.
Well, before we go, my dear, how about after all this is over, you and I share that glass of magical wine that I was promised?
I'm sorry. I like my men, how
Oh.
do you say? Like Ken dolls, waxed and hairless
Ooh.
everywhere. You just have a little bit too much fur for me.
Ah, don't worry about it. No offense.
Wax everywhere.
No offense taken.
Everywhere.
Huh.
I thought you were going to say blank and doesn't say anything. And fake.
What? Look, enough about my sex life. It's not important here. The people are important, and the monster. And she tries to shoo you out.
All right, you're
town.
getting like 100 GP worth of effort here, right? So this is.
That should be a lot of effort. That's
Yeah, for
10,000
maybe-
copper.
Maybe for someone who's a lot shittier at their job than I am.
That's 10,000 copper for 1 day's worth of work.
You missed it where he threw 5 platinum away for funsies.
God, she holds her
My
hands in her
friend
heads.
Tom
We're all
Tiki
doomed.
died, and
We're all gonna
We
die.
were very against the copper system, him and me and Tom Tiki.
You don't leave people up north, not us.
Bitch, a
But
good
what if
day.
it could come? It could turn around and come back.
Then that makes our job easier. Let's go, boys.
Well, if you ever change your mind, you can find me at Shenanigans.
We're
Later.
back to the bar, everybody.
No, not back to the bar. Go get the monster.
Yeah, what are you talking about, old man? I was.
Oh.
I lean out from under the awning.
I love the old man.
We could solve 2 problems at once. We could lead it to the bar, and then
And
that's
then
where
we could get drunk.
Sanity.
I have a feeling that would not go well.
For any
Maybe
of us, yeah.
Desmond would deal with it then.
Well,
Nah.
I don't think so.
All right, let's go kill it.
All right.
Attempt to.
Again, I lean
don't,
out and
Shadow.
point up at the sun.
Off the party goes down the road to
I point
someone's
over
house.
at the wagon. And like really quickly I'll scurry over underneath the wagon.
Whose wagon, Rob?
There's always a wagon there.
There's no wagon unless
No
someone has bought a wagon. You
It's
can't.
probably some randos one.
Many characters have bought wagons and
And
they've
they-
all been like passed on.
No, they haven't been passed on. You make this argument like every other week that there's one magic wagon that has survived all the people, and it doesn't exist. If you don't spend money to
They've
get a
never been
wagon, you
destroyed.
don't get a wagon.
I also have to ask: Is the Thrakeen now also a vampire because he doesn't stand being in the sun?
No, he's just a really creepy person who hangs out in the shade.
Aliens jump out at you from the shadows. Everyone knows that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. In addition to your assigned reading of endurance, everyone should watch Aliens. But you can skip 3 and go straight to 4.
Maybe if you're a bit younger, you know, under the age of 14 or something, or 16, don't watch the movie. Then I would also ask, what are you doing on the stream? Because it's definitely not for people.
No, you can totally. If you're 13 or 14, Alien's fine for you. There's
Okay.
nothing wrong in there. Just
If you're
extreme
like,
violence.
If you're like under 12,
Nah, it's fine for there. There's no sex or cursing. Minimal cursing.
I thought. Oh,
Minimal
oh yeah,
cursing?
you
Let's
Americans.
fucking change that.
What? What do you have to say about us Americans, huh?
Oh yeah, you don't have any problems with violence, but
No, that's fine.
but are ultra sensitive about anything approaching sexual things.
If there's a boob on screen, we will fucking cut you down. Wildly inappropriate.
unless
No
there's
child has ever
different-
seen a boob in their life before.
Yeah,
What are you
unless
doing?
And they
there's
can't be found
appropriate rating on it, and then it's all
This
good.
is the way we
Yeah.
have to keep them away from kids,
Mm-hmm.
even though that's literally their first meal.
Shh, Rob, why would you say something like that? Please, keep your controversial opinions to yourself.
Anyway, nipples aside.
Let's move on, everybody. There's a
All
Thesselmare.
nipples need to be labeled male or female.
But
Guys,
the true
there's a
question
Thesselmare.
doesn't
Male
have-
nipples are fine.
There's a
You can
monster.
watch-
The monster's trying to kill people. What are you doing talking about
You can
nipples?
watch Baywatch.
Neal-
All the male
Neal-
nipples are fine. It's the female ones that are
Guys.
problems.
Neal,
Monsters.
The question: does the Thesselmare have female representing nipple?
You haven't seen it yet. Maybe you should go find it somewhere.
All right, Sheriff.
I crawl
old
under
man's
the
here.
wagon that still has painted on its
There's
side.
no wagon. You don't have a wagon.
Let's go buy a wagon.
There you go. He's got the right
money
idea.
for a wagon.
You don't have any money. You're dead
I
broke.
don't have money,
Why would we
period.
have to buy a wagon when there's a perfectly good one sitting right there that's with lutes and liars painted on the side?
Its wheel is broken. That's why.
Why do we
Broken
need a
axle.
wagon?
Then we'll go over to Curry's old wagon.
You know what? That one's got a flat tire.
I bet
The wood,
that
the
wagon-
wood is rotten and just flat.
Yeah, it's just kind of flattened out at the bottom now.
Maybe we need to sit here and solve the mystery of how a wooden wheel gets a flat tire.
No, I imagine that someone
comes and like shaves off part of the wheel in the,
Yeah,
in the night.
exactly, sort of shape.
So now it's not rounded, it's just like a polygon with less than infinite sides.
You know what? Maybe we should just cut out the bottom and move it with our feet.
Can we just put like a bucket on the alien's head? Will that
Yeah,
work?
check it
It's
out.
like 9 heads.
Oh,
No, because that'd be a really long bucket.
maybe we should go kill the Thesselmare. Forget the
No, that makes
wagon.
too much sense.
Perhaps.
We have to do a sufficient amount of time wasting until that way we get to until we have 1 hour left to finish this job, and then we do it all there, and then it just happens to work out.
Okay. All
But
right,
that's how-
off into the woods you all go. What is your marching order? Who is in the lead? Who is in the rear? And who's
Probably
in the
the sheriff should
I'm in the
lead.
front. Yeah.
The old man.
Front, yeah. On his horse, though.
Just to ask, is your perception also equal your old man status?
No, his perceptions are really good.
Okay.
At
It's the
least
old man
three.
Hawkeyes.
I follow along up in the branches.
Okay.
Be in the
So we have in the lead is Wise Old Man. Right?
Yep.
You know what?
And
The
then
satyr-
like tangentially on the side, moving from tree to tree, is Rob's character.
But I'm behind everybody so they can't see me.
Okay.
So you want us to be in
So
the back?
he's back.
So I can
Yeah.
Also-
drop down at anybody at any time.
You know what? Also to mess with the Green, Fen will also move through the side, through the underbrush, using the satyr's innate ability to hide a natural setting with a success of 90%.
Okay, so then we got Bastian in the back as well. And where is everybody else?
I guess I want to be like 10 paces behind the old man.
Okay, so you'll be the next one then. You just go by Theo, right? Or do you want to go by Theodora?
Ted's fine.
Ted? Oh, perfect.
I'll be off on the other side of the trees, just,
right,
just
Ted.
through the.
Lucky Ted,
So we
right?
have the satyrs flanking the party just invisibly. Oh, we should probably
I
make
don't
checks.
know what I'm more scared about, the monster we're going to fight or the monsters that are following us.
And that leaves Shag somewhere
Just
near
like
the back.
skating around inside.
Oh yeah, you have the movement speed. You could just do anything you want and
Yes,
still
that's
just easily.
what I'm doing is skating throughout the formation.
Okay.
You could just skate up the trees.
All right, Wise Old Man, give me a perception check as the foremost member of the party.
Oh, by the way, Neal,
Got you.
should the satyrs make the 90% check for being hidden?
I have already made those checks for you in
Okay.
secret because you should never know if it works for you or not.
Oh, right, that's true.
Right. Okay. Let's see. Does a Thesselmare get 1 perception check or 8 because it has 8 heads?
We only got 1 perception check, and
I
we
got 2
have
eyes.
people,
Check for the Hydra.
so
What does the Hydra have? Is any specifics for the Hydra?
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. There aren't perception checks in 2E because we added the stat because it's not a real thing.
Well, probably yes.
Perfect.
Did I see anything?
Yes, you see something. You're walking through the woods, and there's a hill to the forward and right of you. And everything's fine, and then all of a sudden there's like a burst of flame above the canopy. And then it disappears again, coming from the hill to the front of you and the right. And I'm going to bring you to a map. I'm going to hide the monsters.
Monsters.
Plural?
I mean, you guys are hidden on the map too, so, you know.
and that's the real question of Shenanigans: is
We're not
who's
playing
the real
gnomes.
monster?
Right.
The
So,
three
it
creatures
is-
with 5 player characters.
This hill up here from which you saw the gout of fire, and you guys are back over here along this semblance of a trail.
Where should we go?
Do you tell
Did you
people
see
about
something?
the
I'll ask him, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll tell him about the fire, and then
There
I'll
we
ask him where I guess they think we should, like, head off east or west towards it.
That you saw the fire. Do you have any idea which direction it was pointing at? Or did it just
Northeast. And I'll kind of point towards, like, that hill.
Hmm.
Up there somewhere.
Oh. maybe if we circle around from where we are, we can try to get a better look at it
Maybe.
that way.
Yeah,
Head
I
up
think.
north and then cut east after we pass the hill.
Yeah, that way we could try and get a better look at it. It has to be pretty big, right? So, assumingly.
All right, let's head off then.
Right. I stay in the back hissing a lot because I'm not fond of flame units.
That's true. So you're circling
I have a
around
phobia of power loaders.
or around?
Around, circling around.
But there are two arounds. You could go clockwise or counterclockwise.
Clockwise. That's what we
yeah.
decide on. North and
Okay.
then cut
North
east.
and then.
All right, cool. So you guys circle around. Interesting. I'll just rearrange the map so that you guys can be on that side. Whoops. Enable the grid momentarily. Whoops. What's going on here? There you go. All right, so you circle around. Oh, it's still borked. Here, you
How big are
bastard.
those squares?
Each square is 5 by 5. So you circle around to the other side of the map, to the
Excellent.
other side of the creature. And as you are crossing, like when you get to about here-ish, ooh, that's not showing up for some reason. Show to others. Oh, maybe it is.
Are you the right
Can you see
way?
this arrow?
I
No?
do not.
What?
Neal, are you
Show
in
to
the right
others.
layer?
I'm on the right. No, I'm not on the right layer. As you're getting to about here-ish is when there's a loud cracking noise, and you can see from the direction of the Thesselmare, trees begin to bend, and the creature emerges aggressively. And we're gonna have to roll for initiative as soon as I can't rotate you. We're gonna have to get creative here. We might lose some perspective on this creature. Its proportions might get a little bit wonky, and I apologize for that.
Can I have my my
it's not
bow
working.
drawn with an arrow with the?
Yeah, the question
Yeah.
is, has it spotted the satyr or the hidden
Yeah.
people yet?
How would you know if it spotted you?
Oh, okay, yeah, it's not close yet, so.
It's just being aggressive at the moment.
It's coming. Oh, I can't make it look left. This is the worst thing ever. All right. You just have to imagine it's looking to the left, okay? All right. Just imagine it's looking in your direction.
It's left or our left?
Map
Or
left.
your left?
This
Oh, sorry,
left.
surprise.
You can select the whole thing, Neal, and turn it.
Nah, I could turn it upside down, but I can't make it face the other way.
You
I've
can,
tried
you can-
everything.
no,
No,
the drawing
Bastian,
would-
I know what I'm doing. It doesn't work. It's broken because it's
No, you're
not.
also
It's not a
professional
token.
at
It's a
advice.
drawing, a series of drawings, and it won't follow the token rules. This is the best I can do. I can
I
make
like
it
that.
flying upside down,
Yeah,
but
sure,
it doesn't
fine.
work.
That looks perfect.
All right. Anyway, let's roll for initiative. Those of you that are new to second edition, initiative is a little bit different. It's going to be a D10 plus the weapon speed of whatever weapon you're using, and you want the lowest number.
Natural weapons are speed 1?
3.
No, they are the same as your size.
So D10 plus the lowest speed of weapon.
No, plus whatever weapon speed that you are using. So if you're using your crossbow, it's going to be like D10 plus 10. If you're using
Okay.
your dagger, it's D10 plus 2.
We
What if I'm gonna
might
do a
need
spell, I guess?
If you're doing a spell, you'd use the spell speed. I don't think we have tokens for most of you. For at least
can give
4
you
of you,
one.
we're lacking tokens.
So what would I add then to the D10?
You would add 3 since you're using natural weapons and you're a medium-sized creature. I think the only token we actually have is Shag. I don't think we have a Fen token.
I can give you one if you want.
Use like the Dex modifier as well.
No, you do not add Dex modifier.
Yeah, and
What
I
is
can't even
the-
select them.
Okay, well, you know what? Everyone just draw draw something on the map to represent who you are.
Okay.
It'll be great. And I will just manually add labels. So we're gonna go Zev, and we're gonna go Fen, and we're gonna go Shag.
Are
And we're
the
gonna
token things not
go-
working or something?
Doesn't have a concept of name. And then we'll add Wiz Old Man. I'm just think it would take a while to get tokens for everybody. If you have a token, that'll work too.
Oh, so
I
we
thought it
can,
might be a little weird if some people had tokens and other people didn't. I kind of wanted to be, you know,
uniform.
Yeah, but whatever, it's fine. And then we can go Thesselmare. Okay, and who got what? Mr. Mooten got a 22. No, that's your perception check. That's what it is.
I got a 5.
Shag's got a 9.
What's the initiative of
Whistleman's
a bow?
5.
Longbow?
Pretty long.
Which bow?
Longbow. Or the...
6? I think.
Where's Wise Old Man on here so I know where I'm at?
Yeah, can everyone doodle? Make your doodles. Is this Wise Old Man? Is this Dick over in the corner, Wise Old Man?
Well, it's got a W. It's a face, but yeah, if that's fine.
It's probably
That's
somewhere
fine.
in the
All right.
That's
I
fine.
gotta say, the internet has disappointed me. I would have bet that there would be a picture of an alien that was high.
There's got to be a high
I can find an
xenomorph.
alien with a bucket on its hand because it was.
How could there not be a picture of like an alien smoking out or something?
There's.
That's
I
actually
can find
pretty
you
good
a.
point.
I got you one here, Rob. I got your back.
Awesome.
All right. If everyone can. Maybe we should go with tokens. That might be a better way. I don't know.
Yeah.
Neal,
All right. Get your tokens and send them to me somehow. Find something that appropriately represents you,
Like a face?
like a face or a character, anything really.
I sent you one on Discord.
Nice.
Or like for your character, it could be like a kids get off my grass sign on someone's lawn.
Oh yeah, that'll work too.
I received it. All right.
Oh, it could be the Homer Simpson old man shouts at cloud.
All right, Rob. Took me a while, but I've got your thing, and it's even alpha transparent. It's gonna be great.
Oh, awesome.
Thank you, Gandalf.
And I actually have a token for Shag, if you want to.
Sure, that makes it easier.
Yeah. Where is Shag over here? Here's Shag. Why doesn't he have a player assigned to him?
Remember, Neal? Because you went fucking spring cleaning crazy on the Shenanigans
Oh,
game.
that's right. And I kicked you from the game accidentally.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Connor.
Yeah, accidentally.
Accidentally. Here we go. Here's Shag.
This is your main show, Neal, and you do that?
Yeah, this is your flagship show.
This is the flagship show, but the reason it's the flagship show is because it's so relaxed and fun, and everyone just has a good time without having to worry about getting things right. You know, its chillness is what makes it amazing. Here you go, Rob. Are you happy? Look what I found for you.
Oh god. Is
I'm
that...
looking for it. Where is it?
Oh.
Right.
It's right here.
Is it on the map?
Yes.
It's on the map,
left.
lower left corner. You're gonna have to zoom in.
I
Rob
sent
definitely
you-
didn't try very hard.
That's perfect, honestly.
Well, I
that's-
googled high alien. I didn't figure it'd be that hard.
I did xenomorph weed, and this is what I got.
Oh, that is good.
All right, so we got a Shag, we've got a Rob. What did you send me something, Bastian? Oh,
Yeah.
here's all the things I'm being sent. Lovely. Okay. Open original, save use. This is gonna be great. You are Bastian, and what is this? This is Mr. Moot. Oh my God. Okay.
What did he say?
Okay, that's fine.
Is it just Gandalf? Gandalf?
It is just Gandalf. Yes.
That's all it was.
And here's Zev. And oh, perfect. You already have a token and everything. And this is Ted. Lucky Ted. Awesome. I'm so ready for this battle.
I should probably erase that, huh? Hold on.
Probably.
Game. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so while I get these tokens set up, you can hear the creature breaking through the trees. You see it coming in your direction, rapidly, angrily, as if you have somehow managed to irritate this monster.
Ow.
You've already rolled for initiative, but why don't you tell us all what it is that you are doing with your initiative order as well? So we
I'm gonna
can kill time.
Cast Walls Reckless Dweemer.
Hall's Reckless Dreamer.
Yeah.
All right. This is Mr. Mootin. You should now have control of Gandalf. This is
Wizzled man.
yeah. Sir Gareth is controllable.
Oh, sorry.
To be able to
I have to change my name.
have that token.
Did you not? Do you have control of the token, Rob?
No.
What? You can't move your xenomorph around?
Nope. Is it on the
It's on the right layer.
layer?
Yeah, no, it's on the. Zoom in further.
Yeah, I've zoomed in, but I can't grab
Okay. Hold on. And this is. Okay. Everyone should have a token. Can you all move them? Let me see if I can fix Rob's.
I can move. Is it
it.
because
That's what I was wondering if it was
like
on
force?
GM layer or something.
No, it's not on the GM layer. Maybe it's just so big that it's awkward. Here.
It's because it's 6 of them.
I don't know. Can you move this one now?
I can't. I can't click it at all.
All right, then I have a new approach to fix this for you.
Neal is hacking Roll20 as we speak.
Absolutely.
You still have to have a chat with your IT department here, Neal.
You can't trust chat with anything.
There's an
True facts.
API for flipping a token, so you can have it facing the other direction. Something that Neal would need right now. Boy.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of this, and we're gonna bring out this. And can you control that, Rob?
By the way, everyone, you can set health bars on your tokens.
Can you control this one now?
You know what? I'm just realizing I can't even ping.
Oh, you might need.
Are you on the wrong tool?
No, I'm in the
Might
right
be
tool. I'm on the select
cursor?
move arrow thing.
Then refresh your browser.
All right. I was just
That
wondering
might
if, since you were saying there was some spring cleaning, if I got.
No, because if you're in game, you're still in game.
Yeah.
That was the problem. That I kicked Connar when I was trying to kick all the old people who have been here for 4 years, 5 years.
Ooh, there's a good quote. Neal quote. I was trying to kick all the old people.
Only there was a mod in chat to make that happen. If only. All right.
If
Yeah,
only. If only we had a mod here.
Okay,
Yeah, now
there
do
we
it.
go. Wiz old man, you are the first to go. Sorry that took so long. Let's turn
How
on
do
our
I
combat.
cast walls again?
I get to loosen my arrow at the beginning of the turn
That's true.
before everybody.
You're a specialist. Go ahead and take your first shot.
Actually, I should.
Take your first shot.
Combat.
I should also make a check because I have quickness as a trait.
14. Your arrow flies towards the Thesselmare, seeming to hit home as the GM checks its AC. But no, at the very last moment, I shouldn't say at the last moment, it hits the Thesselmare square in the chest and just goes doink and falls to the ground harmlessly.
Great.
Neal,
Yes.
just so you know, I have initiative 9 instead of 11 because I have the quickness trait. So
Okay.
every time I roll initiative, I make a check, and if I succeed, a quickness check. If I succeed, I gain -2 on it.
Perfect. All right. I've changed it. So, Wiz Old Man, you're casting the Hall's Reckless Dwemer. So that's really a method of casting another spell. So what spell are you intending to cast through the Hall's
Yeah.
Reckless Dwemer?
We'll do
Power word kill. Power word kill kills
we'll
the
just do
entire.
burning hands on him, or do I have to be right
Sure.
next to
No,
him?
that's fine. Burning Hands. Roll me a d20 to see if you cast it at higher or lower levels.
Does that have the right range?
Was it?
Nope,
Yeah,
he is
Burning
well
Hands is
out of
fire.
range of Burning Hands.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah.
Didn't we hear that it had resistances?
It does, but he's casting the Hall's Reckless Dwemer, so it doesn't matter because he's never
Hey.
actually going to cast Burning Hands.
Yeah.
So you're casting it at the same level. Roll me a D100, and we'll find out what happens to you. Actually, it should be a D100 plus your level, so +1.
A 95.
So a 95. All the cloth on your target crumbles to dust.
Or it's good it's not a 94.
Yeah. Otherwise, it would be target hastened, which would have been fantastic.
Was there any
Actually,
cloth on him?
What are
Actually,
you talking
Burning
about?
Hands doesn't have a target, Neal.
He's definitely targeting the Thesselmare.
Yeah.
Do you actually get a +1 on your roll? Maybe it's every level after 1.
If
Yeah,
it says
check.
level, it counts every. I think it's every level counts because we had that before with Wild Magic.
D100. Where's the D100? When wild surge occurs, DM must roll on table 2. Oh! No, there is no bonus. It's just a flat D100. There is no bonus to your roll for level. You hasten the Thesselmare.
Well, we could argue that he hastens the area in front of
No,
him.
he hastens the Thesselmare. He's definitely trying to target the Thesselmare. Fantastic! It's hastened! Yay!
Okay, well then.
So how about
Okay.
we retreat and come back in 24 hours?
Well, do
Don't
you have
worry,
any
guys,
movement
the
there?
Thesselmare is 1 year older.
Do you have any other movement there, wise old man?
What is the
Wizard man?
lifespan? of
I should have
Thesselmare?
my movement, right?
Yeah, you can move up to 120 feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna move 120 feet back.
Isn't he on a horse?
Oh,
That's
yeah,
right.
I'm on a horse. Yeah.
You can move much, much farther. You can outpace the rest of the party if you desire.
Just move
I'm
yourself
gonna
off the
move-
screen right now.
That guy.
Yeah. I'm running. Because I would see it like hasten, right?
You would see it like it pauses for a moment, and then its head start like whipping back and forth really quickly. Someone's
That
about
is
to
not
make a
the
song
one I
out of
meant
it.
That is not the one I meant to cast, everybody.
That's not how you began.
Doesn't have a concept of a name. It's your turn to go.
All right, if I can see that it's moving super fast now and it's got all these heads.
Roughly twice the same speed. I think twice the number of attacks too.
Yeah, then I'm going to my movement speed is 18 as a Thrykeen, or as a Thrykeen based thing, so and I can leap 30 feet at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So I am just going to book it the hell out of there, jumping from trees to trees.
So from tree to tree, the xenomorph starts to flee. Shag, it's your turn. Your
I'm gonna
companions.
wait until it can just be sitting there, not expecting anything, and then it can turn its head, and my face is 2 inches from it.
Only that
All
has a
right.
lot of
And
faces.
somehow I'll be 2 inches from the face of each of its heads.
All right, Rob, I'm gonna
And
need you
got
to
there
make
without it
me.
noticing.
I'm gonna need to make you to make me a hide check based on our thief rebuild hide. Did you put anything into hiding or cover or camouflage or stealth?
No,
Anything like
I just
that?
did like running, endurance,
Okay,
survival, because I figured a xenomorph wouldn't starve to death in the woods.
right, that makes sense. So add your dexterity and your perception, divide it by 3, and make that as a roll. So d20 plus whatever that is.
All right.
By the way, what are your
Dexterity is
stats?
17.
Holy shit.
Well, that was my one good roll that actually had a modifier.
Okay.
I
It
have
was
a
only
feeling that
16 actually. Thrykeen get +1.
I have a feeling that Thesselmare probably has a good system shock save versus magical aging.
Yeah, we're not doing magical
So
aging
it's
is
a total
a
of
wonky thing.
30 divided by 3.
30? What? What's your dex?
Said adding dex plus
Perception.
perception, then divided by 3.
Yeah.
So I have
yeah.
a 13 perception, a 17 dex. That's 30 divided by 3 is 10.
Okay, so d20 plus 10.
Right. That'd be good.
And then I will give you modifiers because you have. There is abundant cover and there is good cover. So you can add 8 on top of that. And this is it's neither reactionary or prepared. So we'll just add 8 to whatever you roll. 17 and 8 is 25. So you are hid very well in the trees.
Hey, settle there.
Next up is Fen.
Plus, I don't even show up on infrared.
That's true.
Do
It's a
I
dangerous
have any
thing.
indication that it has spotted me while I'm hiding along with my satyr?
It hasn't had a turn yet, so you have no indication of anything at this point in time. But isn't it predators who don't show up on infrared? I don't think aliens don't show up.
No, they don't show up in infrared. The soldiers were looking around.
Where?
I feel like they would show up on
Aliens.
infrared.
That was like a flat out line. I don't see anything. Maybe they don't show up in infrared.
But predators use infrared to find things, so wouldn't it make sense that the predators?
Yeah.
Yeah, but those movies, the ones where aliens
Why
fight
can't
predators, are much worse than aliens. By the rule of some movies are pieces of art, while others are opportunistic cash grabs.
They actually do not show up on infrared.
Okay, I'll stick by it. But that's just one of the Marines saying maybe they don't show up on infrared. He could be wrong, because they were in the air ducts at that time, right? They were looking forward and they couldn't see where they were, but that's because they were in the ceiling?
They were like, again, apparently the secreted resin is like pretty hard to see because they're basically like right over their heads. So they just like.
All right, we'll take it for now that you don't show up to infravision. I'll give you that. That's fine.
Neal, I'm just going to seeing that the wizard does something magic, and the creature speeds up. 10 things. Well, it's probably not the booze, so this is not going to. I'm just going to go
Where do you go, Fen?
away from the creature. You know what? Somewhat away from the others, maybe like this.
Well, you move that direction? Okay.
Yeah, and
All right.
still in my satyr hiding in natural settings.
Okay. Zev, it's your turn.
Um,
Oh wait, the alien went in that direction. Oh,
The alien hasn't moved. Oh, that alien. Got it.
yeah, I'm gonna look angry at the,
probably that
the direction of the wizard that just like sped this guy up, and I'm just gonna chase after him.
All right. You chase the wizard. The Thesselmare goes, leaving only Lucky Ted behind.
Yeah.
What?
Everyone.
Shag, what did you do? I've already forgotten.
Oh, gee, thanks, Neal.
I've already forgotten what you did.
I didn't do anything because you
We
never
skipped
let
your
me have
turn?
my Yes,
on the
Oh, I'm sorry, Shag. Go ahead and take your turn right now.
should be
Give
sorry.
him
All
2
right.
turns.
So in the true fashion of what the fuck's going on here, I'm gonna get the fuck out because old Kooky Man decided to go.
Oh, by the way,
You know what would make this a good idea? If the enemy was faster. Yes, that sounds about right.
Neal, someone is saying that when
It'll be easier to trip.
What are you doing, Shag? Hold on, there's too many
I told
people
you to
talking.
get the fuck out.
All right,
Told me
you
on
do
the
get the
street.
fuck out. So the
was gonna
Thesselmare
cast
does go after Lucky Ted, the only person still around.
Neal, someone is saying that when casting the halts, it gets added.
Well, it's too late. It's already hasted. We've already had our whole round of combat. Even if that person's right, which I'm not convinced they are,
Yeah, his
we
level
are
is,
moving
because the
forward.
release of energy is planned by the mage. His level is added to the dice roll.
He's already a hasted Thesselmare. It's too late. We can't retcon.
Always read your spells, wizard.
Shit.
Read your spells.
It's too late.
Also, never cast Reckless Dwemer.
No, always cast Reckless Dwemer. It's the best spell in the
You
game.
could get a +3 magic weapon.
The real name of that spell is
dead.
I have no good ideas.
All
Let's
right.
just be honest about it.
The Thesselmare comes up to you, Ted, and goes to bite you with its... Which head wants to eat you? It's going to be the dragon's head is going to come
Oh, great.
and try and bite you.
Sick.
Ooh. Maybe not as sick as we thought. What is its bonus to hit? Surprisingly good. So it rolls a 12 to hit you?
That actually does not hit.
What's your AC?
My AC is 13.
Oh, all right. So the Thesselmare walks up to the one person standing around. All the Hydra heads kind of bob and weave about, tongues flicking out, hissing. The lion gives a roar. The tail comes up with the pincers. That's also an eel's head somehow, and like snap in your direction. And then the dragon goes just to swallow you whole and like face plants like a fox into the snow on your spot as you like move to the side.
I have a feeling we only need a silent spell, and this would look like an old-timey, sped-up film footage because the creature's hastened.
Oh, that's right. It's hastened. I guess it gets another bite attack then. Great.
Sorry.
Thanks, friend. Appreciate
Natural
it.
1, doesn't matter. Second head comes to bite you again, and once again it's Fox in the snow, and Lucky Ted luckily moves to the side. And it becomes Ted's turn. The other heads look kind of pissed, like they let just the dragon attack this round because it was going to be so easy, and it didn't work out.
They're pissed at the dragon. They killed the dragon head.
Hey, question: is disengage a thing in second edition?
It is. It'll take your action to disengage, and you can move 1/3 of your movement speed away from the monster.
I'm on a horse. I don't care.
Oh, there you go.
I'm gonna disengage and go after the old man.
All right, you disengage and bolt, and I think the party can successfully escape it because it's not chasing
on my
anyone
way out,
down.
Am I able to cast a spell?
On your next round?
Yeah.
Sure, you moved a full distance. You're on a horse, so you have gone 240 yards from the monster. You're probably out of range of it, but go ahead. What do you want to cast next round as you flee?
Shenanigans as his
Same
way.
thing.
Yeah.
You're doing the Hall's Reckless Dreamer again, aren't you?
Yeah, that's all I have.
All right.
Please. No,
Give me your D20.
Noel's already killed me.
Rob, he is saying that he doesn't have a good idea. Other good idea.
Rob, I have no good ideas here. Okay.
All right, now give me your D100 because this is
And this does add one, by the way.
sure D100 plus 1 then.
What are you trying to even do?
We got a 74.
74. Everyone within 10 feet of the caster receives the benefit of a heal. Oh. Well, your horse is totally healed.
The heal spell?
Yeah, heal, not cure light wounds, like flat up heal,
Like
which
the
is
goddamn
super
six
powerful.
So,
Yeah.
wizards, any sickness that you had is probably cured.
Its level.
I do believe that actually destroys your wand of itching. I think so.
Good.
Because
let me check.
that is considered maybe a disease. Poison oak is sort of a disease.
It's gone.
Well, it's definitely a medical condition.
Do I
Yeah.
get my so you know how when you roll like a old
the thing doesn't
like a
destroy.
Hold
spell,
on. Wait,
when you roll somebody like really old, you get stat like negation with my
Yeah.
heal spell. Do I get that back?
No, because that is not a disease. That's just being old.
Old age.
Yeah. It does dispel the feeble mind spell. So if you were feeble minded because of magic, you're smarter now. But if you're just feeble minded because you're like 90, then it's
We'll never know.
fine.
Level spell.
I know. It's great.
Are you guys
Okay.
afraid
You know
of my wizard?
The party flees the Thesselmare, which is not particularly interested in chasing anyone right now. It goes back to its spot on the hill as you guys get a good distance away, back into the forest where you can regroup and figure out what the hell you're going to do next. Because your first plan of attack definitely didn't work. And why don't we regroup on the other side of our break, everybody? See you soon.